Hey guys, so today I thought that I would give a hard candy palette a try. It's been a while since I've featured anything from this brand on my channel, so it was definitely well overdue. So if you guys are curious to find out more about this palette and see how it applies and swatches, then just keep watching. So this is the Look Pro eyeshadow palette in the rose gold shade. It looks like this. It's got like the, what do you call this? Like the studded metal on the front to make it look, like hard rock. Inside you get two double-ended brushes. So you've got like a liner side and some fluffy shadow brush options in here, which is nice. And inside the palette looks like this. Do these colors look familiar to anyone? This reminds me of the original Huda Beauty palette. They had like this similar peachy gold shade. They had a similar gold. They had reds, pinks, a little bit of coppers, a little bit of neutrals. This looks so much like that palette. I don't have that palette to compare it to, but just glancing at it, that's what this reminds me of. Okay, so this palette retails for $10. It says that it has ultra smooth mattes and shimmering eyeshadow shades. It comes with 4 professional eyeshadow brushes. Everything you need to create makeup artist quality looks for any occasion. So let me zoom in so you guys can see these better. So why don't we start with some swatches. The ultra like metallic ones almost feel wet to the touch. Now look, they look super crumbly on my fingers. So we'll see how they swatch. A bit crumbly. Yeah, they're very crumbly, so I think you would definitely need like a fixing medium or a tacky base on the eye for these to stick well. But once I swatch them, they are off my finger, so it seems like they will transfer pretty well to the eyelid from the brush. Oh, this gold one, ooh! It's taupe, copper, like a deep burgundy. The mattes even feel pretty nice. Let's see, here is that burgundy shimmer, and here are the mattes. Okay, they look pretty even. So far, so good. And we have the matte black and the red. They look nice. There we go. All right, so these look promising. All right, so let me hop off, do one eye and kind of see what look I'm going for, and then I'll be back to show you how I achieved it and how these apply. Okay guys, so this is the look I ended up using, and no, I did not use every single color in the palette, even though it kind of looks like that. So let me tell you what I did before I jump in and show you. I started off with this kind of nudie shade as my transition shade, but it didn't really show up on my skin at all. So then I went over to this beautiful rose shade in the crease. I really like that color in the crease. I deepened it with a little bit of red on the outer corner only. I went on to the lid with this beautiful duochrome pinky gold shade, which was very, very crumbly, even with using like a setting spray. It was still super crumbly and hard to work with, so I feel like you would either need to mix in something like the Inglot Duraline or something really, really, really sticky like the Urban Decay. I think it's like their glitter glue, NYX glitter glue, something super sticky like that. Very, very crumbly. And then on the inner portion of the lid, I applied this beautiful champagne peach shade, and on the inner corner right here, I used this bright shimmery shade. And then on the lower lash line, I did all of those matte shades that I previously mentioned, and then I went in with a little gold right here, just kind of see how that shimmer shade looks. They don't look super smooth on the eyelids, I'm not gonna lie. They look kind of chunky and like I had a hard time applying them. So let me show you what I'm talking about. First off, this shade. You can see just how crumbly and flaky it is. Like, it doesn't glide on. It needs a bit more of like a binding agent to really hold the product together. Then going in with the red and the black. And then going in with this gold on the lower lash line here. And then finally with this bright white shade on the inner corner. Okay, so here is the wild look using this palette. My first thoughts of these shadows. I think that the mattes worked pretty well, but the shimmers were very, very crumbly and definitely need a setting spray, a Fix Plus type thing, or a very tacky base for them to really stick. They were just super crumbly and super powdery, but they are pretty. The end result on the eye, again, is not super smooth, so these don't seem to have like the fluidity that a lot of the shadows that I own have, where they just kind of glide across. These make my eyelids look more textured than they actually are, which is not a great thing. But if you're looking for an affordable dupe for the Huda Beauty palette, then I mean, definitely give this a try. It's $10. You can find it at Walmart. But my first impressions are not blown away, but for $10 you do get some really nice colors in here if you're willing to take the time and play with them. And if you have very young skin, this would definitely not be a problem for you. So I will be back at the end to show you the finished look, but I'm gonna hop off, do some liner, lashes, finish my face, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like in just a bit. Okay, so this is the finished eye look. Don't mind the lips. I know it's a little crazy altogether, but I was trying a new lip product from a new drugstore cosmetic line. So that video will already be out by the time this one goes live. So by the time I had the liner and lashes on, I think that it did turn out nicely. You can't see kind of how chunky the products are on the eyes once the lashes and liner on. It just looks like a fun, shimmery pink and gold eye look. So I shouldn't be as harsh on this palette as I originally was. So it is a nice palette for $10. If you're looking for a Huda Beauty palette dupe, I would definitely check this one out. I do like the end result. So I will continue to play with this one, especially the mattes in here, and I do want to play around more with the metallics with different fixing mediums and different bases to see if that really does help to improve the kind of glidability of the metallic and shimmer shadows. So I hope you guys enjoyed this swatch, first impressions, and tutorial of the Hard Candy Rose Gold palette. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.